iCloud EMS is a product-based company and the head office is located in Pune. But currently, we are completely offering work from home opportunity. So, irrespective of the location to which you belong to, you can happily work with us. So, we have very good team who work online. We connect on Zoom platform and work together. And we work for the digitalization of universities. The interview process. So, as a part of technical round, we will be giving you an assignment task, and we will be as well giving you sufficient time to complete the assignment. And this assignment will be considered as a technical round, and through this, your technical skill will be assessed. So, I'm just going to start explaining about the assignment task, 1,000 records. So let me just show you the count as well. So you can see here 8,84,950 records are there. So you should be able to create an input routine explaining about the parameters in the Excel so that it will be pretty much easier for you to understand the database as well. So these are the transactions of different students of some specific educational institution. Okay. So whenever the student get admitted into the campus, he or she starts paying different types of fees. So assume ourselves getting admitted into the campus. We start paying the admission fee, tuition fee, caution deposit, different types of fees, right? So these are the transactions related to those kind of fees. Okay. So this sheet is basically consisting of 11 years of data. So 2011-12, starting with 2011-12 to 2021-22. So 11 years of data is in this specific Excel sheet. So this is an academic year. Academic year is same as the session. Okay. So what does it mean? Basically, this specific student bearing a roll number, this one. So this is a student roll number and this is a student admission number. You can just check out whatever I'm highlighting yellow in color so that it will be easy for you to move ahead with me. So this is a student roll number and this is a student admission number. So this roll number is belonging to the academic year 2021 and belonging to the session 2021. So every student will have a roll number and an admission number. And every student will be belonging to a specific fee category. Why? Because generally the student fee will be decided upon the fee category. So whether the student is belonging to general category or some scholarship applicable or NRI, anything. So generally the fee structure will be decided on the basis of the fee category to which the student belongs to. So here there are different fee categories like general, non-NRI, NRI. Okay. So basically what is every student will be belonging to a specific fee category. And coming to the faculty, program, department and batch. So this is very simple. Like each and every student, he or she will be belonging to a specific faculty. So faculty is nothing but like, let us assume it as a school of engineering. Faculty is School of Engineering. So School of Engineering will be offering different programs like BTech, MTech, right? And under each and every program, there will be different departments. Suppose if it is BTech, so there will be departments like IT, electrical, anything. And each and every department will be having separate batches, right? So basically what the thing is here, each and every student will be belonging to a specific fee category. He or she will be belonging to a specific school, I mean the faculty, some program. They'll be undergoing some program and they'll be belonging to some department. Okay. So basically here, this specific student, the student bearing this roll number 1487N368, he is belonging to School of Business and undergoing the program BBA, and is belonging to Department of School of Business, and this is the batch to which he is belonging. Okay. And moving ahead, there is an important thing called here voucher type. So each and every transaction will be coming to a specific voucher type. There are different types of voucher types like receipt, concession, concession reverse, scholarship. You can see different types of voucher types. So each and every transaction, each and every amount that will be coming to a specific voucher type. And for that voucher type, a voucher number will be generated. So here for this specific transaction, so paid amount is 20,000. So the voucher type is receipt and a voucher number. This is a number that has been generated. And apart from this, whatever the amount that the student is paying or any kind of amount, that will be coming to a specific fee head. So this fee heads are nothing but fee types. So I was telling you like the students will be paying caution deposit, library fee, exam fee, everything, right? So those are different fee types. So you can see degree fee, convocation fee, exam fee, access fee, library fee. So these are all different fee types. So whatever the student is doing the payment, that will mandatorily go to a specific fee head. Okay, because without fee head, what for the student is paying this amount, it cannot be understood. Okay, so this 20,000 the student has made for tuition fee, and for this a receipt number will be generated. Okay, so this is a basic thing. And if there is any concession amount, scholarship amount for the specific student, some adjusted refund amount, those amounts will be reflected over here. Okay, and let me just tell you another case, and this is a date of transaction on which this amount has been paid. Okay, so let me tell you one more case over here. Just observe this blue highlighted one. So whatever I have highlighted in yellow color, one single student is making a payment of 20,000 rupees under a one single fee head. Okay, he only paid the tuition fee, but like every student will not be paying the single fee at a time. He might be paying his hostel fee and tuition fee at a time. He might be paying his mess fee and examination fee at a time. So that case I'm going to tell you. So this is a student bearing a rule number 3171N003. The same student 3171N003. Okay. So here what's happening? The student has paid an amount of 87,000 plus 10,000. That is 97,000 on 28th August 2020. Okay. So what is the amount that he has paid? 87,000 plus 10,000, 97,000. It has been paid on 28th August 2020. But the total amount 97,000 is split into two. Why? Because 87,000 the student has made tuition fee payment, and 10,000 the student has made exam fee payment. Okay, so such cases will be there wherein student can pay 2 or 3 types or 5 types of fees at a time. Okay, so let me just take this. This is very important. While basically there are 8 database tables. One is branches. The second one is fee collection type. Fee category, the second one is. And the third one is fee collection type. So remember the table names so that you won't get confused while I'm explaining the database. And the fourth one is fee types. Fifth one is financial trans. Sixth one is financial tran detail. Seventh one is common fee collection. And eighth one is common fee collection headwise. Okay. So these are the 8 database tables. So whatever the data you are importing, this 8,84,950 records, that has to get stored in all these database tables. And the amounts will be stored in these 4 tables. Okay. Whatever the amounts will be stored in these 4 tables. Wherein this financial tran is a parent table, and this financial tran detail is a child table, and again this is a parent table, common fee collection, and this is again a child table. So remember this. So this is a parent table, and this is also a parent table, and this is a child table. Okay, and this is a child table. So I'll tell you what's the difference between the parent tables and child tables. Okay, column. So fee categories are general, NRI, non-NRI, right? So all these fee categories with respect table. So general category with respect to branch, all the branch IDs, it is being mapped. So whenever a student belonging to branch ID 3 and belonging to fee category general is making a payment, that time this ID will be carried to that specific parent and child database tables. Okay. And the next database table is fee collection type. So fee collected to the branches will be stored here. And whenever a student belonging to branch ID 3 is making a payment of admission fee, the time this ID will be carried to other database tables. Okay. And And next one is fee types database table. So here basically fee types, this will be fetched from here. These are different fee types, fee heads. Like I was telling, tuition fee, caution deposit, everything. So these fee types, all these fee types, whatever the fee types here are there, all these fee types will be stored in this fee types database table with respect to the, branch ID. So for every branch ID, like this fee type will be stored and an ID will be generated, and this ID will be carried to other database tables. Okay. So this is about fee type. And financial tran is a parent table. Financial tran detail is child table. Common fee collection is parent table. Common fee collection advice is child table. So before explaining about this, I'll explain you this one. So in your Excel, you are going to import such kind of data, right? So 87,000, 10,000. What is the total amount? 97,000. Right. So this 97,000 will be stored in parent tables. And this 87,000 and 10,000 will be stored in child tables. Got it? So what is a parent table? Financial tran and common fee collection. Those are parent table. Okay. And what are child tables? Financial tran detail and common fee collection advice. These are child tables. So that is a purpose, like why I have taken this. So for example, here there is another student. So this student has paid this many fees at a time. Oh, sorry, just a minute. 201, 2001. Yeah. So this student is making these two transactions are belonging to one student. You can see the rule number. 11 CET 201, 2001, 11 CET 2001. So this is another one, 1001. So again here what happens? 1,28,000 plus 10,000, 1,38,000, it will be stored in the parent tables. And 1,28,000 and 10,000, this with respect to fee heads, it will be stored in the child tables. So that will over here as well. So let me just take two transactions. So this is a total amount. What is the total amount? 10,000. 10,000 total amount is stored in the parent table called financial tran table. So for the same ID, let us check what is the headwise amount. 14,33686. 14,33686. So what is the headwise amount over here? One is 0 and other is 10,000. So 10,000 plus 0 is nothing but 10,000. Okay. So that way. So let me just take another example because it's 0 reflecting over here. Yeah, this one we can take. So what is the total amount here? 10,000. And here, oh my God, it's still just a second. Zero, it's reflecting here. Just give me 1 second. Let me check out where there are multiple transactions. Yeah, let me take this ID. So here we have 10,000 and 75,000, right? Yeah, 10,000 and 75,000. It is a headwise amount in financial tran detail child table. So let us check for the same in the parent table. So what is the amount in the parent table? Sum of Sum of this 75,000 and 10,000, it is nothing but 85,000. So this amount comes under credit or debit that you have to reflect here. What is the transaction date and for which academic year this is belonging to, right? And you should also mention the branch, voucher number, everything. So let me just, voucher number, if it is there, it should ID should also be stored here, iska value, whether it is 0, 1 or 2 or anything. And here, this is the headwise amounts, wherein this head ID will be coming from fee types table. So basically here, there is no data in this database table. So fee type name here will be there and fee type ID will be here. So this ID of fee type ID, it will be carried to here, head ID. Okay. And like you have to consider branch ID as well. Okay. So this is about financial tran and financial tran detail. Next, coming to the common fee collection and common fee collection advice, the same concept here also. So let me show you over here this multiple things. So what is the total amount in the common fee collection table? 1,81,003 rupees. And here the amount is 1,603 and 7,500. So if we sum this, then it is like around this one only, the same value, 1,08,103 rupees. So here also what's happening? The head, this is headwise amount. Again, this head ID is carried from fee types table. Okay. And you have to store here the academic year, the amount, and here paid date and the receipt number as well. This is a display receipt number. So already the voucher numbers and receipt numbers are given here. So this G column is the voucher number column and this P column is the receipt number column. Okay. So whatever, like you have to store all these values. And one more thing is like important thing, entry mode will be there. So let me just show that as well. So entry mode. This entry mode should also be, I have explained, I have mentioned in this